Well, let's move on to this year's nominees. Here are the 2025 nominees for South Australian Local Hero.
Sobia and Irfan Hashmi have transformed healthcare in remote areas of South Australia. They've mentored countless pharmacists from overseas and employ staff who collectively speak 21 languages. This allows them to provide multilingual education and outreach and culturally sensitive healthcare. Their commitment to public health and the wider needs of South Australia's diverse communities has vastly improved health, employment and immigrant outcomes.
All right, I've never done this before. I've seen people do it. I've seen people actually make mistakes doing it, so hopefully this is correct. But look, all the recipients were so worthy of this, but the recipient for this year, the 2025 Local Hero for South Australia, recipients, I should say, Sobia and Irfan Hashmi. Congratulations, guys.
Sobia and Irfan, please come and make your way to the lectern. We'd love to have a few words with you if possible, please. Thank you so much and congratulations to you both. Now, 20 years ago, healthcare in our regions looked a whole lot different than it does now. What did it look like and why did you want to change it? Sobia, you want to start?
I think that the first job, I should acknowledge the guests and thank you so much for this. I'm actually overwhelmed. Okay, my story started, I guess, I was actually thinking while I was sitting, what was the game changer for me when I came to Australia? So probably a trip from Adelaide to Darwin was a game changer for us because in that trip we came to know that there were towns that have no pharmacies. So we went through Kupapiri, we went through other towns that didn't have any structure of proper pharmacy services in those towns. So that was probably a game changer for us.
Yeah.
So that's how we came to know that all these towns remotely do not have the proper pharmacy services there. So the pharmacies, even if there are depots, there's no proper pharmacists who are there to counsel people when they need prescriptions. And all the people were relying on post at that time. So we were driving up to Darwin, so that was a long drive for us, but yeah, it's changed our lives and so many people's lives.
Yeah, and you certainly have impacted so many people. Irfan, when it comes to you're looking after the whole community, but particularly diverse communities, what are some of the extra challenges they face on top of every other Australian?
Good evening. As an immigrant to this country, I came to Australia 23 years ago. At that time, I realized that there's a support which probably more needed for people like coming from overseas. So I found that when I come to a stage where I can help others with my expertise, so I just did that during my preceptorship, where I actually help those pharmacists, especially who were looking for role internship. So I actually started that role, and later on in the COVID time, I just took out my pharmacy to a lot of multicultural groups here, where we actually engage our, multilingual speaking pharmacist or about team members who can speak their language, which make a huge contribution and make it easy for them to understand the health message from a community pharmacist. So I just realized that multicultural engagement is very, very important as a pharmacist, and I just did that again and again, and I'm very proud of that.
And you've done it incredibly well. Finally, is there still more to do? I imagine there is. What would you like to see the future
I'm holding this
looking like?
Beautiful recognition in front of all the dignities that will give me a fuel to do more, and I will go forward to do a lot of the webinars that we do for pharmacists to get them ready to workforce, especially in our regional workforce, where we always cry for workforce And that is my another passion, and sports is another passion, to connect more people.
Well, you're very worthy recipients. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for Sobia and Irfan Hashmi, your 2025 local heroes.